What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So I want to talk about the narcissists and how they will go along to get along after no contact. And the reason why they do this and play this dirty little game, of course, is to get a response out of you. Because they want to know if it bothers you enough to break no contact and confront them about it. And the thing about it is, it really sheds the light on how fake the narcissist really is and how two-faced they are. And they will run to the enemy in a heartbeat when they fall out with anybody. They'll run to the enemy. So narcissists are not to be trusted. It really, if anything, they kind of expose themselves in that moment. And now a lot of times you will notice this like in the workplace and sometime within friendship circles or within a family. You'll notice that narcissists, you know, it just goes to show how much they could use anybody. They will use anybody who makes themselves available. And when a person is open to, communicating with the narcissist, even after they have had bad blood in between them, it just goes to show how much the person is doing this just to get a true feel of the narc. And at the same time, they can be, doing it just to get some dirt on you. And so you just got to see it for what it is and accept it for what it is. The narcissist has always been fake, and they show it to you eventually when they go along and get along with people, because you're not an option anymore. And so that's why that works for them, because it's supply, and narcissists can get supply from anywhere. They will accept it from anywhere, and again, they'll get it from the enemy. And when it happens, there's a couple of things that I notice. How narcissists, they will use that opportunity to kind of like be the center of attention or be that to-go-to person. They kind of self-appoint and make themselves this person who everyone needs to to go to for advice or just for any little thing. They put themselves in that position to play this role of such an important person all of a sudden when you have never known them to be this way. The narcissists, a lot of times, they put out what appears to be this person who, the other people have never met before. They become this whole new person. Narcissists can become whoever they want to. They can pretend to be whoever they want to because they mimic other people. That's another thing they do once you cut them off, and they just go anywhere just to get supply. They become you. And people, trust me, people know this, because if the people know who your true character is, they know that the narcissist is only pretending to be you, but they'll take it because that's the next best thing to getting close to you. And you don't have time for that. You're not trying to give them any of your energy. The narc, neither the flying monkeys or the smear campaign, none of those people, you're not even trying to entertain them or give them no type of time. You don't have time for that. You're not trying to deal with that at no point of the day. So, they'll take it. They'll take whatever it is that the narcissists have to offer because it's all entertainment to them. At the same time, they probably can get a little information out of them, because this is one of the times when the narcissist will use things against you that they've gotten from you in the past. They'll use it to like bring up stuff to, they call themselves exposing who you truly are. And the narcissist, trust me, they add on to things and say stuff that you didn't even say. If anything, they're adding on what their true thoughts of something was, especially if it comes off as very critical. And they do this because not only they want you to be looked at in a bad light, at the same time they wish that they had, they wish they had you. They don't want anyone else to see you as the true person that you are, the likable person, the one who everyone likes to be around, or the one who people want to get to know. Sometimes people, they just want to get to know you. And because you haven't given them that opportunity, it makes them feel away. So by them communicating with a narcissist and the narcissist giving them false information, the people think that they're getting a feel of who you are, but they really don't know. They really are still left out in the dark, not knowing who you really are. All they go by is what the narc can give them, because you're not giving them, no part of you. You're not giving them the time of day to even, you don't even give them a little room to just ask you your name, let alone, can I get to know you? Tell me some things about yourself. So you leave that up to the narcissist to just do whatever they're going to do. Because if the person, if it doesn't come to the point where they approach you for, confirmation to see if all these things are true or false, then it doesn't really matter anyway. It really doesn't. If it doesn't do anything to affect you in your life, people are going to talk anyway. But the thing about it is, it just goes to show how much narcissists, they go along to get along. And it doesn't matter who the person is. And they know that this person is a well-known enemy of yours, because they have made themselves an enemy of yours. And you may have told the narc some things about it. Now the narcissists have to use this against you as a punishment, because they can't have you the way they used to anymore. And they do this to try to get your attention. The narcissist is not interested in those people, because those people are not giving them the supply that you used to give them. And that's the only reason why you see them, in the same company as them now, and just laughing it up and having a ball and pretending like they're just, they've just formed this newfound friendship. All of it is fake. And the narcissist, that's just his audience. They're on stage, and those people are just another audience for the narc to put on this act, to pretend like they're such this great person. And the whole while, they're trying to get your attention. They're trying to punish you. They're trying to get a reaction out of you. They want to respond out of you. That's why they are, making up stories and just completely making up these lies on you, because they want these people to hate you. It's like it just take so many of them to come together and form, just this group of people just to try to bring you down. All those people against one person. If anything, that should tell you, just how good of a person you are. Like, that should be like a sign to yourself that, dang, I must be something else, in order for them to, it takes all them just to bring me down. And why? Because you can't have your way. That just further proves the narcissist's whole hidden agenda and their whole intentions from the beginning to the end. And it just goes on and on, just with a different person. And the narcissist, this is who they are. This is who they are, till the end of time. And it's going to always be like that with them. As time goes by, the people who once, participated in this smear campaign against you, who the narcissists pretend to be friends with now, y'all might end up forming, a good friendship, relationship, or something in the future. And when you look off to, see where the narcissist is, they're going to be doing the same thing they were doing to you then. They're going to be doing it to someone else later on down the line. It just goes to show that it's all about going along to get along. It's just a pattern that fails to cease. They're going to continue to be this way. That's just what the spirit is. It's a spirit, and a spirit doesn't die. It just moves on. Just moves on from person to person, and that person has to allow that spirit to use them. Because people, we all are capable of having these narcissistic traits about us. We all are capable of it, but it's up to us to decide if we really want to allow, that spirit to use us. Do you really want that to be who you are inside? Do you sleep well at night knowing that your true intentions was to be this horrible person to someone because you couldn't get what you wanted out of them? I mean, life goes on. You got to take your licks and move on. It's just not that serious. It's just not that serious. But narcissists, they don't think that way. They think that they are the end all be all. They think they're God's gift to the world. Very huge egos. And they're not going to see anything bigger than themselves. So, of course, we think differently. Never expect a narcissist to think outside of themselves, because they don't. They think that they're just everything. They think they're the best thing that ever happened to you. When they come into your life, they think they're coming into your life to do you a favor, when the whole while it was the other way around. Because it proves it. It proves it. It proves it all to itself once you remove yourself from the narc. Because the narcissist, they're not going to ever just fully and completely, do away with you, even during the time that they ghost you. That's why they come back. They come back with the same old hoovering, the love bombing stages, stuff like that. Anything they can, the breadcrumbing, all the things that they can to just try to stay in your life. They're never really gone for good. Even out of sight, out of mind. They see you again in the future, down the line. They're back reminiscing because they think they could use you again. That's just the type of egos that they have. That's just the way they think. Just a quick video I wanted to speak on how narcs will go along to get along, and how just not to think nothing of it, because it's just a tactic to get a reaction out of you, because they know they lost a good thing when they lost you. And what kills them is by knowing that no matter the tactics they use to get a reaction and a response out of you, it doesn't work. It doesn't work because you know what they're doing already. You already know what they're trying to do. And another dead giveaway that the narcissists do to kind of further prove how fake they are is that they'll tell someone one thing, but they feel another way, and you can't help but notice it in their body language. Their eyes speaks volumes. Their eyes is a dead giveaway, because their eyes always give such a gruesome expression to you. It's like the eyes is always telling you how they truly feel in their spirit. No matter what comes out of the mouth, people can easily be fooled by those words, because those words are just spells. If you allow it to take control of your thoughts, words are just spells. Dig deeper into what it is that they're, what they give you verbally. Dig deeper and see how they treat you, further on. Because patience is something the narcissists have very little to none of. They have very, very, very little patience. And that is one of the biggest signs that a person is a narcissist, because they have zero patience, and right after the patience has run out comes the rage. And they show you this time and time again when you don't give them their way, because they think that they think that they have the right to have things when they want it. And the fake offerings, the narcissist that's just a do-gooder and always want to just give you things and gift you with stuff so early on. And every day they are offering you something. Like, I got some cookies. You want some, just random stuff. I got some cookies. You want some cookies? I got a bottle of juice. And I just be thinking, like, why are you always offering me stuff? Why? Why are you thinking about something like that? Why are you thinking about offering me some cookies? While we're talking about some beautiful homes that we were looking and listing. We were looking in some listings and looking to buy a new home and house hunting and stuff like that. And out the blue, the narc just throws up, hey, I got some cookies. Anyone want? It's like they always just trying to grab your attention and take your mind away to focus it on something that doesn't matter. And the whole reason why they do that is like a spell they trying to cast over you. They can just draw your attention to something else, and then they pull you further and further and closer to them, and that's how they get you. And I have fell victim to it, and I was victim to it for a very long time. So that's how I can sit here and tell y'all about it now, that it's all a spell, and that's the whole go along and get along thing. That's a spell. They're just doing that to throw these people off and make people think that they're not bothered by the no contact. Oh, they don't care that you're not talking to them no more. They don't care, that you don't have too much to say to them anymore. Are you keeping it strictly business? Are you keeping it strictly co-parenting, on a co-parenting level? And that's it. We can't talk about nothing outside of parenting. And they cannot use anything against you. Like, you just can't be bothered. You can't be touched. You can't be harmed. When you shed that type of light on a narcissist, it scares them a little bit, because it's like they attempt to still bother you and do things to harm you, but they know, they know they're on thin ice at the same time. They know they better be careful. But that's not going to stop them from trying, because that's just in their spirit. That's just a part of who they are. At the same time, they know what's up at the end of the day. They know that they're going to suffer consequences, because they know that God don't sleep and he don't play about his children. And it's like, narcissists, they already know that they have a cold heart. It's just a matter of time before they show you that side of them. But again, these new people, this newfound friendship, it's fake. And these people will be blinded by the fact that it's fake, by the offerings. All of the offerings and the gifts and the laughs and the jokes, just to, sway your attention somewhere else. It's going to throw them off for a while. But sooner or later, the truth will come to light. And these people will be wondering, like, I just don't understand why someone like that wouldn't want to, why would someone not want to be around someone like you? Like, first of all, they're putting on an act. The narcissist is pretending to be me. I know who I am. The narc doesn't know who they are. They're empty inside. They have no soul. They are pretending to be other people who they were really, people who they really admired, people who they were jealous of. They admired you in a way to where they wish they were able to be like you. They know they can't, because they just can't fulfill that side of them. So they have to pretend to be you, and it makes them mad, because it's hard being someone else. It's hard keeping up with that every day. And so that's what leaves the people on the outside, the ones that go along to get along. That's what keep those people wondering and watching you. Because trust me, those people know that you're not that horrible. They know that you're not horrible at all. They're trying to make you be that way. They're trying to see it. They're squinching. When they're watching you, they're not just looking at you with a blank stare, with dead eyes, with nothing behind them. They're really trying to see this horrible person within you that the narcissist has painted you to be. And they can't see that. They're trying to make it out. They just can't figure it out But it's that whole cognitive dissonance that makes them kind of just go ahead on and accept it. It's easy for them to just go ahead on and accept it because they're blinded by the spells. They blinded by the spells and the lies, you know, and the whole fake persona. But anyway, that ends this video. Thank y'all for watching. Leave your thoughts down below and I'll talk to you soon.